time we are featuring another super interesting deck list. This is Devid Tira top 4. So he arrived 4th place at the GRAAD Cup, obviously uh, playing amazing during the whole Swiss and arriving up until very high placement at the tournament. So he wanted to bring one of the fan favorite decks to the table. Obviously, when Engage got back after the ban list, he was straight on to Sky Striker, trying to improve his strategy and bring in obviously this deck to the locked deck lists, and he got pretty good results. As you can see, the deck list is, as you will see, the deck list is pretty standard, but basically it works against all the meta. Obviously, it's a little more fragile with just one Engage, but the best card is back, and the strategy is as viable as it ever was until ever since Engage got banned. But we'll I won't waste other precious time. I'll just go straight into the deck list.
And now, shout out to a sponsor, the first one being GRAAD, the best grading company in Europe, which offers grading services in all languages and all OCG, TCG version of the card you might have or need, which is launching a brand new campaign that you will totally love. This is basically a new cover that fits perfectly the card without the need of a sleeve in order to see the beauty of your cards and to have an endless protection. Check them out. The second one is ScrollandLock Gaming, which is a safe place to every YGO lover and player. Basically in there, they offer tournaments for money and not for money, just for entertainment, in every format you might want, need or desire. That's a great opportunity to improve as a player and also to make friends in the best community for YGO players ever made. And last but not least, we have PLAYMAT per Tutti. They produce amazing custom playmats where you can send your own drawing or images, making it on your own and making the playmat your playmat. I've played with them. They're really amazing because they offer best quality for their products, and you definitely got to try playing with them. All our sponsors' link are going to be in the description down below, so don't forget to go check them out.
Obviously for the Sky Striker monsters, pretty standard 3 rays and 2 roses. That's the standard ratio. That's pretty good. And that's basically it for the monsters. Basically we will go just up to the hand traps in the form of 2 Veilers, 3 Ghost Bells and 3 DD Crows. The DD Crows are really good and it's really versatile against basically all of the all the meta decks currently running around in the format, so it's really versatile, it's really good. The 1 Veiler is really good against most of the decks, and it's really powerful because obviously Sky Striker has the Alki Fabrics Veiler combo in order to get to the access code, and decided to cut the 3 Ashes, deciding to play these 3 Bells, which is pretty interesting because you thought that it was a good meta call, and thought the Bell was more useful against the decks that could have been a little more prominent to the top cut. Obviously we just moved to the spells, which are the main package and the only package left to the deck. Basically it runs 27 spells and 13 monsters. The spells are obviously 3 area zeros in the form of 2 area zeros plus 1 terraforming, because helps thin out the deck and putting different names, different spells into graveyard, obviously, because it's really important for the Sky Striker strategy. 2 area zeros is pretty good. Nothing else to say. The cards that are played multiples are 3 Afterburners, 3 Widow Anchors and 3 Shark Cannons. Obviously, no need to explain why these cards are played. They're really good, really powerful, and obviously are the main forms of the deck getting advantage and managing the resources in order to control the game and get to a better position over to your opponent. And then we'll see all the one-offs for the Sky Striker package. It's pretty standard as well, except for 1 card, I would say. 1 Engage, best card in the deck. Multi-roll, second best card in the deck. 1 Jamming Waves, 1 Eagle Booster, 1 Hornet Drones. And last, we have 1 Hercules base, which is really good as a really unusual choice. I've seen it play a little more than usual, but that's still a unusual choice because not all of these Sky Striker players go for this choice. Basically, it's a spell that When it's removed, when it's sent from the field to the graveyard by a card effect, basically you target 3 Sky Striker cards in the graveyard and shuffle them into the deck. So it's basically a recycle for, you know, whatever the deck might need. It could be interesting. It's pretty neat, but you know, it's what it is. Next, all the draw power cards, and in the form of 2 desires. Obviously, he decided to go for the desires over the prosperity because, you know, thinning out the deck is a you know a pretty risky choice. Obviously, because you risk to ban monos or, you know, cards that in late game and grind game could be helpful. But it's a draw too, and it's really good over the over the prosperity, which I would have gone for because it's more, you know, versatile, helps you see the side deck, and does not waste the really good one-offs in the deck that could be really dangerous, you know, to get rid of by chance, you know, using desires. Basically, I think he got for the desires because, you know, he thought that the space in the extra deck was pretty tight, and him didn't have the possibility to, or you know, wasn't worth it to banish important extra deck monsters for the prosperity. But nonetheless, we move on to the 3 Foolish Burial Goods, which is pretty interesting because, you know, a lot of people plays it too, but really wanted to maximize the possibility to open with one of them. Obviously, going in combo with Metal Foes Fusion, which is basically recycle and draw 1. And obviously the one of Rota, pretty powerful. Nothing else to say. The one called by, obviously, because, you know, Diddy Crow over hitting the engage could be really painful, and, you know, even called by onto Fractal going first against Tri Brigade is basically out to win. It's pretty powerful. And the one upstart, obviously, because playing 39 cards is always better playing 40. And that rounds off the main deck, which is, as I already said, pretty standard, nothing too crazy. A couple of interesting choices. I would have gone for 2 Foolish Burials and 3 Veilers. Really powerful in this format. And I don't know if I would have played the DECKLIST base because I think it's kind of situational. So I would have gone for the triple prosperities over the double desires, but, you know, is what it is. And he got 4th place, so I think he's got his payoff was pretty good. Now we move on to the extra deck. We're going for the first package, which is the access code package in the form of Alki Fabrics, Celine, and access code. Obviously, big boy OTK. No need to explain this interaction because you'll see it in every single Sky Striker deck. +1 meta call and one interesting choice. Hita, because he basically thought he was gonna see a lot of Salamangreat. Obviously, Hita reborns fire monsters, and even against Tri Brigade is good for the Al Mirage or Kit. And even in the mirror match could be interesting, you know, recycling the Kagari. Reborning Kagari. And the Ningesu, which was a pretty old but used tech in order to, you know, to get 1 removal without targeting. So and the possibility, you know, to destroy and send, or better off, send 1 card from the your field to the graveyard and trigger the effect and have a resource back. So Ningesu was pretty good as well, pretty techy as a choice. Obviously, it was basically a meta call, so I think it was worth it since there were a lot of Tri Brigades and a couple of Salamangreat, I would say. So yeah, that is the most interesting choice for the extra deck. And now obviously we'll finish it off with the Sky Striker package in the form of 2 Ayatis, 3 Kagari, 1 Kaina, 3 Shizuku, and 1 Zek. I would have gone for double Zeke instead of Ningesu, because I don't know. I feel Zeke is too strong in order to catch just at 1, because it could be useful for the later stage of the game, and I would have gone for the double deck, and I would have gone for the prosperity in order. I mean, if the second copy wouldn't have been necessary, basically would have been an easy target for the second copy wouldn't have been necessary, basically would have been an easy target for prosperity, but is what it is. And as the extra deck, I think apart from the Ningisu tech, there was basically a blast from the past, because I was pretty much used when Sky Striker was at full power, and seeing it back is always nostalgic, and it's really good. It's really a feel good moment of the tournament whenever you see something that old coming back to competitive relevance. And obviously side deck, Lancia, no need to explain why this card is in here. It's really good, and Pancratops as well, really powerful, really good piece of removal and quick effect. No need to explain why these cards are in here. And 3-drop Logbirds, because it shuts off Eldritch Dogmatica and Drytron, so really mandatory choice, plus 2 Mystic Mind and 1 Temptation, which is always good. The deck can afford easily to play around and play with Mystic Mind, other than steal the game, just to slow the game down, get the resources, and then proceed to and then proceed to close the game whenever the time is right. And then we see back row removal and back row hate for basically rogue decks in the form of 3 Tomb Twisters and 2 Heavy Stormmaster. Yeah, nothing else to say. He wanted to go for these choices instead of 2 Cyclones, because I don't know why, but I think Cyclone is really underrated, because in most of the top cuts, most of the deck lists that I made, it does not feature, but it's pretty bonkers as a card. I would have gone for the Cyclone, but here's what it is. And that rounds up the side deck. And this is it for this Sky Striker deck profile by Tira. Again, huge props to him, because he got 4th place. What can I say about that? It was a really good journey from him from Swiss up to 4th place. Unfortunately lost at the semi-final, but still really good result, really good prize for him, I think. This is it, guys. I really hope you enjoy this deck profile. Really do hope you are enjoying all the videos we're putting out. And remember, we will have the 3 interviews for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place coming up, so stay tuned for them. And as always, remember you to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share with all your friends. All the links in the description down below. Go check them out, obviously, as usual. Activate the notification bell so you can get notified whenever a new content will be put out. It will be really important for us, obviously, if you would be able to comment, to share this video, tell what you think about this deck list, what you've changed, what you've gone different, and if you think that Sky Strikers is not relevant anymore, and if it was just a fluke, he overperformed at this event because it was built properly. And that's it. We'll see you next time. Thank you to everyone, you guys. Bye.